Alright everybody, and welcome back to Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. This is a pretty big chapter we got coming up here. We're gonna continue our investigation of the voodoo cult. We've convinced Mosley to reopen the case. He's been pushed into going in undercover basically, because apparently the voodoo cult has their fingers in everything, and it's been suggested that Mosley take a vacation, but he too likes to stick his nose where it doesn't belong, and so he's not giving up on the case just yet. So, he gave us the key to his office because he thinks there's some stuff we might be able to use there, and we got a book on Rotterdam codes, so hopefully we'll be able to uncover some useful information from the Rotterdamers that we've seen throughout the city. Oh, and there was a fucking dying chicken that was placed in our bookstore. That's kind of important. Well, actually, it's not. It's just disturbing, but that happened. Anyways, this time I'm actually going to remember to read the horoscope correctly.
Times Picayune, dated the 23rd of June, 1993. Gabriel finds an article about St. Jean's Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s, St. Jean's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou St. Jean, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a St. Jean's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope. Today you will either die or your life will change forever.
Sure, why not? It is St. John's Eve. They'll be out tonight for sure. But where?
Where? Alright, well, so there are going to be some voodoo activities tonight. That kind of mentions some historical voodoo celebrations on the Bayou St. John and Lake Pontchartrain, so maybe somewhere like that. Unfortunately, we don't really have any proof of that thus far. Also, I somehow managed to miss getting St. John's Eve as a conversation topic, and reading about it in the newspaper does not make it show up. I think she has something new to say about voodoo today, though.
Do you know anything else?
I know more than I ever cared to. I wish you never messed with this voodoo stuff in the first place.
I know what I'm doing. I'm an adventure game protagonist. Alright, anyway, so Mosley left us the key to his office.
Are you gonna be okay here by yourself?
I'll be just fine. Just fix this, okay?
Look, everyone
I'm
else I get
trying,
involved in
Gracie.
this dies, so... Anyhow, let's hop on back to the police station. We don't need to see him on the bike, we get the point. Hey, Frick, how's it going? You having a good day?
I think we should talk about what's going on around here, Officer Frick.
I don't want to hear it, Mr. Knight. Now do yourself a favor and keep your nose out of here.
Anyway, let's go ahead and go see Detective Mosley.
You got
Well,
no
actually,
business
he's not
back there now.
Detective
Move along.
Mosley's not there right now. We can
Sorry.
get into his office, or we could get into his office if this guy would let us. Look, I'm here to
Got a
see
second,
Detective
officer?
Mosley, who
What?
isn't here.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
We don't have a Detective Mosley here.
What? I've seen him all week.
Listen to what I'm saying. We don't have a Detective Mosley on the force.
Well, that's not good.
About Detective Mosley.
I told you, there's no Mosley here. Now get lost.
You're not going to be very helpful. Let's show him the key. What happens if you do that? I've never tried that before.
That might not be wise if Gabriel wants to keep that key.
Alright.
Gabriel can't do anything.
He's not going to let us through, is he?
You got no business back there now. Move along.
Sorry.
Alright, well, we need to find some way to distract him. Okay, so I suppose you would normally just figure this out by wandering around, as you do in these adventure games when you don't know what else to do. So if you head over here to where the lucky dog vendor is, there's a new guy here now.
A vendor selling vignette and Cafe Ole has taken the Lucky Dog vendor's old spot.
I don't think she pronounced beignets correctly, funny enough.
The beignet vendor.
Okay, can we talk to him?
Hello. What can I do for you, sir?
What the heck is a beignet?
What the heck are beignets, anyway?
Deep-fried sweet dough with powdered sugar on top. New Orleans donuts, sir.
I see. What happened to the guy that used to be
What
here?
happened to the guy who used to be here?
The Lucky Dog guy? I took over his spot.
I see.
Say, haven't I seen you before?
I get around the French Quarter. Used to be at Royal and Conti.
So Royal and Conti is the police station, and I think you could see him outside of the window before in earlier days. I just did not bring it up.
You say you used to be at Royal and Conti?
That's right.
Have you thought about going back?
Why don't you go back there?
Do you think? I've been kind of torn. Must be the weather. These thick clouds we've had all week. I'm just not seeing the crowds here that I expected.
It's some bad mojo, you know.
I definitely think you should go back to Royal and Conti.
Really? I'm glad you think so. I always liked that beat, but I thought I ought to give this a shot.
Oh, absolutely. The grass is always greener.
Exactly. You're right. I'm going back over there today.
Alright, so we can get the cops some
Yeah.
donuts. I guess that's the best you're going to get for figuring that out. Anyway, we have some other business we can do while we're here in the park. We have these little drummer fellas.
You know, I know who you are.
The drummer ignores Gabriel and just continues drumming. Unnerving, isn't he?
Yes, quite. I have this Rotodrum book.
Gabriel listens carefully to the drums and opens his Rada book to translate.
He just does this right in front of the guy. So this is a pretty interesting little puzzle here. Basically, you have to watch these little symbols as they appear and match them to the codes that you have in the book. And something that's a little bit easy to miss is there's actually multiple pages of the book. And you would just wait and kind of see how, see what appears. As you can see, we have call conclave right there. And the next word, this is a lot easier when you know what to look for. So we have call conclave. This over here is tonight. And the next part is swamp, which showed up right here.
If Gabriel's translation of the drum code is correct, there'll be a conclave tonight in the swamp. That must be the bayou.
Golly, puzzles are really easy when you already know the answer. Anyways, so they're going to be having a conclave tonight in the swamp. I mean, we could have probably already guessed that from the newspaper, but now we know for sure because we translated the Rotodrum code. Alright. Well, the swamp's pretty big. I don't know if we'll be able to find it just by wandering around out there. There's probably like alligators and shit, yo. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick little save here, override our death save. Not because we're in danger of dying just yet, but this is one of those puzzles that's tied to your clock speed. Now this is the Scum VM version. Well, version's not the correct word, but anyway, it's being run in Scum VM, so I believe they fixed those timing issues that you used to have when you were running this game on a faster computer or running it in DOSBox with high cycles. But much like the Firecracker puzzle in King's Quest VII, this is something that could fail if your PC is running too fast. So we head on back to the police station here. And how convenient. The beignet vendor just showed up.
It's a beignet guy. He's back.
Where?
And we just gotta get rid of Frick, too. If you stand perfectly still, he can't see you. His sight is based on movement.
Grab me 3 or 4, would ya?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Rats. You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
Would you really trust Gabriel Knight to stay
The,
put?
the door is...
Oh, for fuck's sake, we have the key. And if you take too long, they will come back in. It's not like you screw yourself. The game actually is way more forgiving than a lot of Sierra games on that basis. If you fail, Frick will return back to his desk and will periodically fall asleep, but it's more of a pain in the ass to do it that way. So anyway, we're here in Mosley's office, so let's loot the place.
Gabriel doesn't see anything of interest there.
Hey man, that's a CRT monitor right there. You could nab that thing.
That doesn't work that way.
How about the
Gabriel
microwave?
doesn't want anything to do with that microwave. There
Right,
is...
so you could click around for quite a while
Not
before
me.
you find
I've seen how Mosley organizes
what you're supposed
stuff.
to find, but what you're looking for is in this drawer right here. That's a sound effect. Alright, serious let's play business here.
This tracker might come in handy.
Convenient! We now have a tracker and 2 tracking devices, or tracking...
It's a signal
a
device
signal
for the
device
tracker.
for the tracker. There you go. That's what it's there for.
This device is called a tracker. Gabriel remembers a time when he and Mosley used it illegally with a couple of babes in a white convertible. It operates as follows. The signal device attaches to an object, such as a car. The signal device emits a signal that appears on the tracker, LED, allowing the object
That's a
to be
light-emitting
tracked.
diode. Anyway, so apparently Gabriel's always been a little bit of a creeper, and now we have this tracker. Now, who would we want to track?
This-
Well, I can think of a few people, and by a few people, I mean one person in particular.
Hey, get out of there, you.
Sorry, just looking for a restroom.
Yeah, doing more things we could get arrested for. So in the remake of this game, they actually kind of improve upon that a little bit. I believe in the remake you actually can sneak in and out of a window rather than having to do that little timed puzzle there. I do like the remake. I like the original a bit better because of, it has Tim Curry and Mark Hamill and all that. And it is the first one that I played, but the remake is pretty good as well. And does kind of tighten up some of those little puzzles and stuff. It also adds a couple of additional puzzles. So, how you doing over here, buddy?
I think we should talk about what's going on around here, Officer Frick.
I don't want to hear it.
Alright, he just says the same shit.
The-
I thought he said something different. He does not. So if I've wasted enough of your time, let's head on back to the Voodoo Museum. See the guy that tried to murder me
Hello,
yesterday.
Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Oh, I'm sure you're very happy to see me. Do we have anything else we can show this guy? Hey, I have evidence
Actually
about...
died getting that information. Gabriel doesn't want to endanger anyone else.
I don't think you would endanger Dr. John by showing him that. How about this article about murders from the 1800s?
Does this newspaper clipping mean anything to you?
It looks like ancient history to me.
Isn't that
I
your
suppose.
specialty?
Thanks.
Alright, how about this Rotodrum book?
Does this mean anything to you?
I can...
Okay, he doesn't have anything to say about that. Is there anything else he might find interesting?
The letters
I think we already showed him this in a previous video.
Do you recognize this snake figure?
How curious. Where did you find it?
Oh, just laying around.
I would throw it away if I were you.
Why's that?
It looks like trouble to me, Mr. Knight.
But, you're not me now, are you? Alright, so we have the sekey madoulé over
Professor Hartridge said that in voodoo, a small ritual coffin is called a sekey madoulé.
here. And that looks like a pretty good place to hide a tracker. Maybe he'll just take it off
Why
of
would
us.
Gabriel want to give Dr. John the signal device?
Right, he's not that stupid. We'll have to hide it in here.
Gabriel slips the signal device into the sekey madoulé.
Can I assist you, Mr. Knight?
No, just looking.
Now, if only they take the coffin to the ritual.
And that's your hint from the game. We have to make sure that he's going to take the sekey madoulé with him.
I hate to rush you, Mr. Knight, but I am afraid I must close the museum early this evening. This is St. John's Eve, and it's getting on towards dusk. I have things I must do.
I see. No problem. I'll just...
Leave. Goodbye, Mr. Knight. May the spirits guard you well tonight.
Okay, well that's our indication from the game that we don't need to do anything else there. Alright, so we've seen that the voodoo cult leaves messages for one another on Marie Laveau's tomb here. And if it seems like I'm wasting time right now, it's because I am, because we can't do what I'm trying to do with this guy over here. So anyway, maybe we can leave a little creative message of our own in case Dr. John sees it, and he'll know to bring the sekey madoulé that I don't know how to spell, and I didn't prepare for this video. So you might get to see me fail a little bit. Isn't that exciting? This is a pretty fun little, pretty well designed little puzzle here, I think. You have to, first of all, you have to think to do it, and you have to come up with the right message you want to leave.
I think I'll
here.
leave a message of my own.
Now, if we're assuming that this stands for Dr. John, we can basically just copy the format of this message here. We can go DJ conclave tonight bring, and now we need to say something different here. So see if I can remember how to spell this. We have the sekey. I had to switch to the other message here. Y is one of the letters we don't know. Mod. Oh, I don't remember how to spell this offhand. U. Next message. Where's an L? Something tells me that's not quite correct.
Sensing that his message isn't quite right, Gabriel rubs it off in frustration.
I guess that's relatable. Okay, so I have to figure out how sekey madoulé is spelled, because I don't remember. So let's see, we'll do a little quick save here. We'll do this old school style. I'll do it right in front of you. Oh, never mind, that's the wrong... Never mind, that's correct, we can do that. So we'll head right on back here. Here and here.
Professor Hartridge said that in voodoo, a small ritual coffin is called a sekey
madoulé. Now, can I keep that in my head long enough? Is the question. So let's see. Next message. God fucking. I think I still have it. Next message. Alright, that's the sound of me trying not to lose track of shit in my head. Next message. And it was madoulé. Let's see, so we needed A, mad. Oh, I think it was O-U-L-E. So we need a U. What if the people running the voodoo cult are just really bad at spelling? Would he still know? We need a U. What was a U? Eyes. But. U. L. Where's an L? E.
Pleased with his message,
right.
Gabriel tosses the breakdown. Now, if only DJ reads it in time.
Alright kids, now that's an old school puzzle. Now you don't actually have to leave that full message. You can just write DJ bring sekey madoulé, and that works too. But this one takes up the entire free space, and you're basically just copying a message from earlier, and I think you might get more points for doing it that way. All right, so hopefully he'll bring it there. We have our bracelet. We have our mask. Gotta hope no one else is wearing the same mask as you. That's some kind of party faux pas. And Crash said he needed the tattoo in order to get in, but we don't have a tattoo. Let's head on back to the shop right quick. Maybe a certain someone can help us out.
Oh, joy.
I'm about to make some more bad decisions. How you doing? Can you help me with this?
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Use your paints to copy this snake tattoo onto my chest.
Now, why on earth would you want me to do that?
It would be a good way for us to get
It will
closer.
be a good way for us to get closer.
Really? Well, no.
Come on.
I have a party. Okay, I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
It's technically
You
the
don't
truth,
say.
you know.
I guess you're going with Malia.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe.
And why should I help you out? We don't even like Malia.
We could just be an absolute dick here.
I know you feel inferior to Malia, but, you know, get over it.
Your persuasive power is astonishing, but I'd hate to use my inferior painting skills on your manly chest and ruin it for her. No.
Okay, how about, I know you're jealous about my feelings for her.
Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her...
You know that's not it. I just think, as your friend, that she's trouble.
It's perfectly understandable. I know you have certain feelings for me. Quite naturally.
Me? I would rather be hung by my hair over a bed of scorpions.
I know it must be hard having it in your face like this. No chance to avoid hearing about it, seeing it day by day.
Fine, I'll do it. Just shut up. Can we at least go in the back?
Sure, but... could you say that one more time and pout your lips more?
Ugh.
Well, not trying to be creepy or anything.
What did I say?
All right, let's go. The shirt, please.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment.
Goodbye.
Now. Hold still.
This
Maybe
is
you'd
above
like
and
to
beyond
tie me up?
your minimum
One
wage
more
you're
remark,
getting paid
and I'm
here.
leaving.
Okay, okay.
Done. It's
Wow,
just
she got
stunning.
like
Sorry I
multiple
couldn't make it
colors out of
last
one
longer.
brushstroke.
Well, it was about what I expected from you.
Ooh. Gabriel does not know how to recover from that burn. All right, so we've done that. I think the I don't know if I said it. I think the little puzzle that you do in the crypt where you have to transcribe the messages is a pretty cool little puzzle. A lot of elements like figuring out what the missing letters are, which isn't too hard, and figuring out what message to leave. Pretty cool stuff. I do think this game has some fairly challenging puzzles overall, but they're not unfair puzzles. They're just a little bit more on the difficult side and a little more involved than click the thing on the thing, though you still do a lot of that. Alright, so I think we're about ready to go. We have a costume party to attend tonight. Won't that be loads of fun
I'm
for
outta
the
here.
whole family?
Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
Alright, I believe we've accomplished everything we can do, so let's just head on to the swamp. You know, Grandma is right between the bayou and the murder scene. I'm not trying to say that my grandma is behind it all, but I am implying it a little bit. So let's whip out the old tracking
Gabriel
device.
pulls out the tracking device, hoping that the sekey madoulé made it to the ritual and that this thing will.
All right. There's a blip. They must be here with the sekey madoulé.
Sweet. So yeah, this is not really a maze or anything. You can't do this unless you have the tracking device, unless I'm mistaken. So apparently we're going to walk
Gabriel
back
feels
towards...
so turned around. Is this thing working?
So we're just going to walk back towards the entrance to the swamp, apparently. And pretty simple little puzzle here. You just kind of keep the little blip towards the center of the thing and walk in the direction that it's implying you should go.
Damn Mosley and his infernal...
I say that, and now I'm having doubts. Do we go down? Okay. Pretend that made sense. Okay, we now have this hell maw over here.
Entrance to a clearing is marked with voodoo skulls. At last.
Voodoo skulls. From the voodoo shop. Alright, let's make a new little temporary save here. We don't need no stinking costume. Let's just walk right on in. Boobies.
You! What are you doing here?
I was just taking a walk and...
No excuses this time, my friend.
We're friends? You know, I thought you didn't like... Maybe I should have brought a gun.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Nope. I like how every Sierra game is like, on the death screen's like, you know what, fuck it, I just want to restart the entire game. Fuck it. Alright, anyway, let's do it the right way. We'll put on our stuff.
I don't want that thing on my wrist.
I mean, you kinda do, but I guess we don't need to do that.
When in Rome. Here goes
He didn't
nothing.
even put on the bracelet!
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John. Brother Eagle.
But first, name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
So this is making sure you've been paying attention, though it's really not that difficult. Yes, I can't believe Dr. John bought that we're not Gabriel Knight, but whatever. Let's just enter these correctly with Damballa.
Damballa.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Who is the destroyer of men?
Agun Badagri.
Ogun Badagri.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Enjoy yourself well tonight.
You know, I think he knows who we are anyway. More boobies. And now we're doing a little dance, and honestly, it just sounds really hot, humid, and uncomfortable, but whatever. Oh, we got some blood in the thing. Now we're dancing with a snake. Oh. He blew the anthrax powder right into our face. Oh, he took the mask off. It's just like in the dreams. He runs over and yoinks off her mask, and it's Malia Getty.
Malia.
I know you now. I can smell his blood in your veins.
No.
You cannot change your destiny, or ours.
That's not the voice of Malia.
I will find you. I will destroy you.
No!
Where is your necklace now, witch hunter? Where are your pretty gems?
What? And we're back here somehow. Well, that was a fun night. The days go a lot quicker after day 3, don't they? My last ally laid to waste, I ran towards the light. I prayed for one to change my path, to give me the strength to fight. So it sounds like that wasn't the voice of Malia Getty. That was probably, Tetelo. She didn't seem to have the talisman, though.
Gabriel! Gabriel, wake up!
Ow, my head.
It's about time. I've been trying to wake you for hours. There's no time to lose.
I had another dream.
It wasn't a dream, believe me. Now come on, get dressed.
Wait a minute. I'm starting to remember. Something about Malia.
She's the head priestess of the voodoo cartel. They're responsible for the murders. They've been doing it for years.
Malia? Last night she was the leopard. Like in my dreams, Grace.
I know. Those dreams were a warning. Now come on, get dressed.
But last night, Malia changed. She became something else. And then I blacked out, I think. How did I get home?
I followed you last night. I had my doubts about the Gettys. Did you know that they arrived in New Orleans in 1800? Just in time for the voodoo influx. I knew you were going to try to sneak into a ceremony last night, so I followed you. Lucky for you that I did. If you'd been left at the circle last night, I don't know what she would have done to you.
You're wrong. Malia wouldn't hurt me.
Now, Dr. John,
What
on
about
the other
Tetelo?
hand,
Tetelo. They were chanting that last night. That's the name from Gunter's journal. The woman who took the talisman.
Yes. Gabriel, it's your destiny you're facing. You can't just blunder your way through this or you'll end up dead. Tetelo will be after you now. You have to call your great-uncle in Germany.
Uncle Wolfgang?
Yes. He knows more about this than we do.
Okay, I'll call him. But Malia isn't responsible for those things, Grace. It's that spirit, that Loa. It's Tetelo.
Yeah. Possession is convenient that way. Call Wolfgang, Gabriel. I'll be in the shop.
so Molly is being controlled by the spirit of Tetelo. And apparently they have this talisman we keep dreaming about, but I didn't see it on her there, so I don't know. I guess we need to talk to old Wolfgang, and we will do that in the next video. Maybe we'll finally learn what's really going on here. Maybe we'll blunder around just like Grace said we would. At least we know she actually cares, and Gabriel would probably be dead if it wasn't for her coming to save our ass in the swamp. I really can't imagine Grace hauling his fucking fat ass out of the swamp myself, but you know. There we go, she apparently did. That was an exciting little adventure there. Hopefully we'll hear from Mosley soon. We can tell him what went on. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll hopefully learn some more stuff about some things, and do some more stuff. You know what I like about these games is how there's always like one day that like takes forever. Like I think day 3 was like 2 or 3 videos long, and now we're blowing through these days in like half an hour. Anyways, take care of yourselves, guys, and thank you for watching. Did I save the game yet? I did not. I don't remember what number we're on. I'm just gonna make one up. Are we on 10? I don't know. I can't count.